Oh, shit.
Wait, let's end it with the shot.
I forgot to say I'm back on YouTube.
Oh, do it. Redo it.
I wanted it to be in the beginning of the episode.
Well, we can do a fake shot again.
Well, okay, look. Hey, before we take this shot, Ricky Shucks got something to tell you guys.
Oh, I'm back on YouTube, everybody. So go and watch my new YouTube videos. YouTube.com/IBShucks. IBE Shucks.
What up, y'all? Happy holidays. Today's No Chaser is brought to you by BetterHelp, okay? Look, Lord knows that the holidays, it's a tough time for some people, and sometimes you just need someone to talk to, okay? That's why I recommend BetterHelp, because look, we all need a little bit of therapy. We just need somebody to talk to, all right? If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, okay? Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/NC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/NC. Yo, with hundreds of games, prizes, and promos, DraftKings Casino has everything on your list. Right now, download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with promo code NOCHASER5 and play $5 to get $100 in casino credits. That's promo code NOCHASER5 only at DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. One per opted-in new customer. $5 wager required. Max $100 in casino credit awarded, which require one-time playthrough within 7 days. Terms at casino.draftkings.com/holidays on the house. Restrictions apply.
I guess I should have known by the way she popped her cars. Now she was leaving fast. What's the song?
Go.
It was Saturday night. I guess that makes it all right. Oh,
and then get you go to the hook.
Little red Corvette.
Okay.
Baby, how much you I should know that.
We are a Michael Jackson family.
Yeah,
we
sorry.
don't do Prince like that. I knew the song, but I wasn't going to join it.
Like,
that is so... You can't do Michael Jackson compared to Prince.
I feel
we
like...
absolutely do.
I know.
Can and will forever.
Okay.
I think it's just kind of... When you fall into one lane, you kind of just... stick there. You feel me?
Okay, let me redo it then. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it.
No one wants to be defeated. Show them how funky, strong.
No, because y'all know the words. I'm just
And look, I was definitely like, get to the hook, man. Get to the hook. I don't know what song she's singing right now for the Prince shit.
It worked out. I did Prince proud, hopefully.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
DeBarge.
Oh, you should. Well, we'll talk about it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Chaser podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
Wow, today we have a very special occasion because this person has never done a podcast before.
What?
Ever.
I don't even know where to look.
Okay, look, no, you just look at us. You just keep it right here, okay?
Right.
We're going to keep you grounded, okay? No need to be nervous. We're just going to have a conversation.
Okay.
All right?
I'm good with that.
First of all, make some noise. This is Jordan Kelly DeBarge. If you follow her on Instagram, it's Drugstore Cowgirl.
Yes.
And we've known her for a while now. Rick knew her before me. If you follow Goodie Brand, you've seen her in a lot of Goodie photo shoots and stuff.
Killing it.
I love Goodie, so it's fun.
Girl, thank you. Well, before I talk about why I wanted to bring you on, how did you come into our lives as a Goodie model?
You know what? I think we know Rick and I specifically. Some of the same photographers.
Yeah.
It's like that world. It's like a small world, especially when you're doing more freelance, you know what I mean? So I think it just came from, I think someone might have suggested meeting, or you?
No, so we just didn't have any models. We asked the photographer,
I was
like,
the last
do you know people who do this? He's like, I can see some. So he sent a bunch of references and was like, okay, this girl and you have any other guys? Didn't like the guys at first, but we picked you.
That's
first.
when I was rocking like the short hair too.
Yeah.
super short.
I was like Jaden Smith.
See, so it makes sense. We needed a guy and a girl. So
we just got
So
both
basically
were-
what you're telling me is you should have been paying me double.
No, remember, we got a guy. Now, it was funny, the Jaden Smith shit, because the very first shoot, she just kind of looking in the mirror off to herself and she goes, yeah, I look like fucking Jaden Smith. But she wasn't talking to anybody.
What?
She said it to herself.
I was talking to myself.
And I was like,
beautiful.
I was like, okay, I like this girl.
Nice.
She's funny.
I love that I look like
Jaden Smith is a pretty lady.
He's a pretty man.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to talk about the socioeconomical state of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Give me another shot.
So funny. But yeah, that was
the good days.
That was just all right. We definitely go work with her more because we hadn't started shooting yet.
Yeah, we
So
hit
she
it off.
just-
Like
yeah.
I knew we were gonna hit it off,
Yeah.
and it's just been fun ever since. And like I said, I love the brand. I almost wore my Goodie socks today, but they weren't matching with the fit.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Look, you're cool peoples. It's always pleasant vibes. I hate being on camera for photo shoots. Yeah. But when I had girl, please. When we had a little shoot together, and it's like I was like, all right, she's cool. I don't feel awkward at all.
Yeah. You can't be awkward around me because I'm already in my head like So I'm an icebreaker. So I'm happy you feel that way.
Well, that's great. That's fun. Well, okay. Let's get to the nitty gritty, and then we'll get to know who is this Jordan Kelly DeBarge. All right, but all right. So if y'all have been watching the hit Netflix spin-off game show of Squid Game, then you saw the first episode of Squid Game. All right, Squid Game: The Challenge.
Yes.
Okay,
Don't
and
get mixed up. It's the challenge.
the challenge.
Yeah.
And if you did watch, which millions of people did,
Yeah.
you are watching the podcast and you're like, oh shit, that's the girl that did the squat.
Squad guy.
The squat god.
Oh my god.
And look, so I'm not gonna lie, man. So I was at home watching with Chia. I was like, I know her. Hey, she models for Goodie, babe. She models for Goodie. Oh, damn, let's see how far she goes.
Why?
10 seconds left.
And then,
No. It's not 10 seconds.
We're
and
gonna
then
get into it.
she during red light, green light, y'all saw what happened. She hit a squat when it was time to freeze. And then it was a very difficult position for you to hold. Immediately, Chia was like, why did she squat? Why would she do that?
Question of the year.
And then on the show, you were like, this is so painful. I can't hold it. I gotta sit down. You were out.
I was shaking.
And then you were shaking. Okay, so watching the show, you're like, of course, you're thinking, why the fuck did she squat? And then you're thinking, and the way they edit it, so
She says, why did I squat?
yes.
I was gonna
Oh, you watched the first episode?
Yeah, last
That's why I
night.
laughed because I
Okay.
literally said that exact same thing to myself. I was like, yo, what world am I in right now where I thought this?
So before we get into your head and we get the explanation, all right? Because when you watch the editing of it, they make it seem like it's a 3-minute round. You know what I'm saying? But they don't tell you how long in between clock starts and stops, is what I gathered. Okay, so now can you answer for us? Even though I saw a TikTok about it already, but why did you squat?
Okay, all right. There we go. So I want to start by saying, like, no hate on Netflix. You know, it's a show. They're not going to put all the extra, they're not going to sauce it up.
Mhm.
I was playing that game for a very long time. I had a good strategy going.
Mhm.
I was so nervous. Like, it's $4.56 million. In my head, I'm like, I got my eyes on the prize. I started looking at the people around me because we were getting very close to the finish line. I was like, okay, I gotta start like game planning a little bit more. People were sitting down,
Yeah.
like, and throwing themselves on the floor, like to the point where I'm like, are you okay?
So
Like, people were like falling.
they were trying to sit down before the chick turned around so they
Yes.
weren't moving.
Which at first I thought was kind of silly, but once you got into the game and you realized how long that you were going to be frozen,
Yeah.
sitting down was pretty ideal.
Okay.
Laying down specifically as well.
Yeah.
So I was trying to sit. I was doing like a sideways gallop. Like, imagine like how a horse gallops, but I was like sideways.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna sit down. Like, this guy next to me, he's sitting down. He looks sturdy. I went to go sit down, and literally, I'm like gonna sit a crisscross. So I was like gonna crisscross. So I did like a squatting situation, and she just stopped singing. Like when she stopped singing, that means you had to freeze. She stopped singing in the middle of me.
Of you going for the sit.
Trying to do it. And the funny thing is if you look at the show, the player next to me, Brighton, him and I hit it off in the beginning. Like we were like shooting the shit, all that jazz. Like, oh, we're gonna kill this shit. So him and I had like, we were kind of rooting each other on. So when I landed in that squat and I told him I gave up, everyone's like, oh, he's an asshole because he made that face. I think he was just disappointed in me because I gave up. But he also knew I was holding that for so long.
How long would you say you were holding that squat for?
So the way I was determining it was the same. I found out a lot of other contestants were doing the same thing. They were counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Okay.
I counted. I got up to 14 minutes.
Damn.
Granted, I could have been counting faster than other people.
Yeah, Mississippi's are tough. Yeah.
Because I was Mississippi. Thank you. Then I was like, let me just sing a song that I know is like 5-6 minutes long. So I sang Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, that motherfucker's like 7 minutes.
Yeah. So I was like, let me sing this so I have a better gauge.
Yeah.
And I sang all of it. And then I wish they put that in because I probably look so silly going like this.
Oh, you were singing out loud. Oh.
I was mouthing it. I was like, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
No, well, I mean, I feel like if you're not singing it out loud, then it's like you look crazy. Because if your lips are saying scaramouche, scaramouche.
I did have that thought at one point. I was happy I was sideways because everyone else was facing forward. So you had to like turn your head to look at me.
Yeah.
I was like, ain't nobody looking at me. So I was just like, oh, Mamma Mia. And yeah, so after I sang that song, I sang a little bit more of it. And at that point, I was like, that's when I started saying, oh my God, I can't do this.
Right.
And I just fell.
Damn.
And it was soul crushing.
Man,
I could see the finish line. I had nightmares about it.
Word?
Yeah, I can't even cross the street the same way anymore.
You just squat in the middle of the street?
I'm like, red light. I'm like,
So then I saw, of course, I feel like you were the, once that episode aired, I just saw everybody, on Twitter like, why did she squat?
So mad at me, like I was bringing the money home for them. I was like, you were not going to get any of this $4.56 million if I won, so why are you so mad? But I get it. It looks silly.
Well, now that you say that, like, oh, okay, people started sitting because they were understanding that there was mad gaps between starts and stops.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't get that at all from watching the show.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's 456 people playing. I know there's some like controversy out there, like, oh, it's abuse, this, that, and the other. I personally didn't feel that way, but there's such a different range of ages. So like, I don't know. I knew that it was going to be a hard round because they needed to get rid of a lot of us.
A lot of people were. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just, damn, you made me forget what I was going to say.
that was the...
Get it together.
I'm sorry. That's what I was trying not to do.
It's like you're taking a shot.
Tell him again. No, but so it was interesting watching it because I didn't watch it at first.
Okay.
I found out about the show via you.
Yeah, because I posted so much.
And at first I was like, dope. But then your next post was like people talking shit. So I was like, oh, they played her. All right, well, I'm not watching this shit. So I didn't watch. But then last night I was like, all right, I got to see if there's any jokes I can make tomorrow. So let me watch.
So excited to hear them.
There were no jokes. I watched
Not
it and I was like,
body.
oh, okay, I see what they were doing. Like there was probably nothing else dramatic enough. Like that was the climax of that scene. Of that game, I guess. I didn't watch the other games.
And
like,
it also helped that I was a really ugly crier. So, like,
no, I disagree. I disagree. You're pretty together.
Crying is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a crier. Okay, we're gonna make that the shit. Yeah, because they made that like after you. Then it was just like, okay, let's speed through this.
Yeah, they needed one tragic.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay,
good
they
TV.
did it. Yeah. But also, I had only seen the clips online. And the clips online, they just kind of show like the close up on you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see the wide.
Close.
Of the squad.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Okay, this is why everybody's talking
You're
shit.
like,
Because
why is
like,
she crying?
everybody is just up and she's just fucking
That's so good.
crouched down.
I never even thought about that. That's
Oh
so good.
man.
Can I ask you this? This was my first production question. This me just like looking at it from a perspective of somebody who like, produces my own shit, right?
Yeah.
Yo, unwrap the first of many presents this season with holidays on the house from DraftKings Casino. With hundreds of games, prizes, and promos, DraftKings Casino has everything on your list right now. New players who play $5 get $100 instantly in casino credits. So what are you waiting for, okay? Download the DraftKings Casino app now and sign up with promo code NOCHASER5 and play $5 to get $100 in casino credits. That's promo code NOCHASER5 only at DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. 1 per opted-in new customer. $5 wager required. Max $100 in casino credit awarded, which require one-time playthrough within 7 days. Terms at casino.draftkings.com/holidays on the house. Restrictions apply. Is everybody mic'd?
So, you know what? From my knowledge, there was so much he said, she said, even on the first episode, you know.
Yeah.
I was mic'd.
Okay.
Someone was saying some stuff like, oh, my mic's not real. I more so was just thinking maybe they just don't have enough mics.
Right.
But I think
that's a lot of people to mic.
Yeah.
Way
I
too
think
many
they
people to
knew
mic. I
who
don't even know how you run that.
Yeah, that was my exact perspective. I was just seeing as if maybe they knew, because they really got to know us before we did that round. So I think they knew who was going to talk. I think they knew who was going to be dramatic.
Who would be like their stars, quote unquote, potential stars.
So,
definitely.
I think they just went off of that.
Okay.
But some people were not happy that they weren't mic'd, because obviously you want to be on TV. Like, come on.
Right,
You know, like,
right.
Not just for the money. But I was mic'd,
Okay.
obviously.
Well, obviously, I mean, hello. I mean, because look, not gonna lie, as you're watching, you're like, if they're not micing everybody, I see why they're not micing somebody's ugly motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
It's like,
You, Tim.
well, look, from the perspective of production and storytelling and making a TV show,
Mhm.
you got 456 people.
Yeah.
You're not going to mic every single person, right? And I'm like, there's no way, because as I'm seeing them editing, first of all, the editing is great on this shit. It's a great show. Like, it's really well put together,
The music is so sick.
It's like the way they do it is sick, right? So as I'm seeing them edit together, like people having different conversations, and I see them like building this person as a villain and this person as like the one they want you to root for and shit like that. I'm like, this is really well done. And I'm like, there's no way everybody is mic'd.
No.
So then it's like I said, like we were just saying, how do you determine who you're gonna mic? And the fact that they interviewed everybody beforehand gives some perspective.
Yeah, it was an extensive auditioning process. They really wanted to get to know you, and you know me, I'm very
Yeah.
So I think they wanted to mic me. I think they knew I was gonna cry. I'm a pretty sensitive ass person, so I was happy to be mic'd though. I was 100% like, I'm not gonna be on the show. They're not gonna edit me in. When I saw it, I was like, yo, that's too much of me.
Yeah.
I had stress pimples.
You are the pause screen.
I was the literal advertisement. They're just like, you want to see someone cry? You want to see someone literally have the worst day of their life? Click this link. So you're welcome, Netflix.
Yeah.
You're
Because
welcome.
they had that other lady that they kind of started with, the black
Oh,
lady.
Starla. I'm
Yeah.
actually really good friends with her. She's a great woman. She's a comedian.
Mm.
Yeah, she
And then she was out so quick. I was like,
that
oh,
broke my heart.
damn.
I didn't even know she got out that quick.
Yeah.
You know, I knew she got out because we were on the bus home together. But that's a great woman.
You're on the bus home together? Shit.
Yeah. We were on the loser bus. That was another thing that really sucked.
It's called that.
No, literally, they may as well have like had it laminated on the bus, because everyone who did not make it would get on this bus, and one by one, I was sitting on there just watching another person come in. Someone would come in crying. Someone would come in like, fuck this shit, it's rigged.
Let me.
And I would just be like, I just want to go home.
So low key, I was thinking not rigged, but the combination of not everybody being mic'd and the way certain people were dying, I think it was a lot of, okay, you're going to die in this, actors that are not competing.
You think so?
Okay, I heard
I
that
think
too.
so.
But
Because like you said, it's a lot of people.
You
A
saying
lot
some
of people
motherfuckers
have
like
to-
it would be red light time and they're like, oh.
Yeah, let me
Like,
just,
oh, no, my
or
shoelace.
just like you can't tell if they moved or not. All right, we're gonna kill this person now. We're gonna kill that. But they knew going in, you're not competing. You're a hired actor for this and that.
Might have been like
because did they tell you guys to die?
They definitely told us. I will say that's a fact. They asked us to act as if we got shot.
Right.
For dramatics, and also probably to give just more like the show, the real show. The acting thing, I've heard a lot about that. I personally can't tell you if there were some actors. I do hear a lot of controversy about it because that would make sense because it's 456 people.
It's a lot of people, yeah.
But
I forget.
I have no idea.
There was like 2 people that died in the way, and I was like, that's a damn stunt,
Are you talking
man.
about the girl who just fell over like this?
Nah, it was like some dramatic shit, but it was like it looked funny,
Yeah,
but
it did look
funny on purpose, and I just felt like some of these people are actors.
Well, I just assumed that they gave them the note, like, hey, play it up.
But so many people didn't. That's why I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because
there's so many different personalities. Like some people were pissed off when they lost. Some people were like, whatever. Yeah. I think people dramatically did it because they probably knew
trying to get
that
on
would get
camera
them on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, like if I'm really trying to win millions of dollars, I'm not gonna ham it up for you when you kick me out of this shit, bro.
Well, you got to remember too, though, it's a lot of people, like she said, they just want camera time. You know what I'm saying?
And they got it. A lot of them did get it. You know, like I don't know if you watched all of it, but the second episode with the umbrella, the candy one.
Yep.
That guy that was like almost throwing up. There was this guy who had, you could tell he had really bad anxiety. I felt for him.
Dude, it was so funny.
I was like, my guy. Like
I felt for him so much. It was hilarious.
It was funny.
It was really funny. It was sad and funny.
It was very sad because he's just a sweetheart, and we won't get into like the whole how the game went down because I'll talk forever. But long story short, he didn't make it past that round. Yeah, and he was like.
He was
literally
about to puke, but
and it broke my heart.
It was sad and hilarious. But because before that shit started, just to lay it out for you, right? Because this motherfucker would like they did a lot of shit. They changed shit from the original show to the game show, and they added some shit that like made it really intense, right?
Yeah.
Where you watched the original, right?
Yeah.
So I remember when they doing the cookie shit, the umbrella is like the most difficult one, right? So they had people line up in 4 lanes. And then the first person in each lane, they all have to decide who gets which shape. If they don't decide, those people all die.
Yeah, like there were literal moments where they didn't even tell you would get eliminated if you didn't decide. They're like, you have 2 minutes to decide amongst yourselves who's getting the star, who's getting the circle, who's getting the triangle, who's getting the umbrella. Yeah. Obviously, nobody wants the umbrella. Yeah. So it was just like, yo, I'm not doing this.
But not only for him, his whole line of people.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker's in front. And he's like, he's in umbrella side, right? Yeah. But they all get it. They all decide shit. So he's there. And after 2 people in front of him had already like been like, no, I'm not taking umbrella, and they got killed, right?
They all got sent home.
So he just starts breaking down crying.
Yeah, and it was sad because he said, what did he say? He was like, don't spit on my cookie. You could just tell he's just like a sweet kid.
He's a sweet guy. And the guy that was like, they were building up as the villain, who was actually really entertaining.
Yeah, I loved him.
Yeah, me too. Oh, he was like, as soon as old boy started crying, he was like, Jesus Christ, man, please stop crying.
He was like, are you serious?
Come on, man.
He's just that type of guy that's just like, yo, toughen up. Yeah, and this kid was just like, I'm not taking an umbrella.
It was perfect.
He ended up taking the umbrella, and he was, I have anxiety too. I think he has a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be like, you know, but poor kid was literally on the verge of puking because he just had to deal with all these people that was in his line, knowing they were going to be like, yo, fuck you, you got us the umbrella.
It was great.
So,
his whole squad behind him came out. They didn't even look at him.
They show every other person walking in, like the circle group, all the people walking like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, thank you. Triangle, same thing. All the umbrella kids came in like quiet.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Like, yeah, you know we all about to go home right now.
And that motherfucker still went out.
And my friend Manu was in the umbrella round. And
did you make it?
He did not make it, no. Oh. He was very humble about it, but yeah, he was honest about how hard it was. You see him for a second, but poor kid. I feel like I would have killed that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I got sturdy ass hands, you know.
And you be licking?
And I'd be licking. I would have been like,
I got lots of saliva.
Packing fucking loogies on me. But honestly, I'm glad I didn't. When I think about that scene specifically, that makes me a little nervous. Being the decider, the decider of it all. Yeah. That kind of sets the tone for who you're gonna be throughout the rest of the series.
I would have been umbrella. umbrella. All of y'all motherfuckers getting
I would
umbrellas.
have did rock, paper, scissors.
That's exactly what I said.
Right.
It's the only logical way.
And you got 2 minutes, like 2
Fuck
minutes.
logic. I want this money. How many umbrellas can I give out?
That's true, though. 'cause
All
even
these
if you
niggas
lost-
getting umbrellas.
Even if you lost, you would still be like, nah, I'm not taking an umbrella. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing that.
Well, that's what was fucked up. It was all around fucked up, man.
It was entertaining.
It was great. It's solid. Me and Chia, we're like 5 episodes deep. We still gotta finish.
You don't know who won.
No, I don't. And I know that episode came out, and every time I see it, I'm like, ah!
I found out who won by accident because it was on my Instagram. I got really upset.
God, I know, it's so annoying.
I was like, it wasn't even a full 24 hours. And that someone posted, the winner is this.
It's so stupid, bruh. Like, whenever new shows are out that I'm really into, I try to stay off social media.
Yeah.
Because
I should do that.
They assume everybody's just like ready and watching as soon as it comes out.
That's why I couldn't get into Game of Thrones, because every time I go on Twitter, I was like, oh, so this person dies, this person dies, this person like has a dragon. Like, so I already know the whole plot. I don't even have to watch the show. So stop doing that, you guys.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
I get very.
Some of us have jobs.
I know, or kids. God damn it!
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I had to apologize to some homies one time because it was either Endgame or the one before that.
Oh, the Marvels?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Endgame or
Infinity War?
Infinity War,
War, yeah.
right? And it had dropped in fucking Bart and Gio from JK. They were like, it was like 6 months after the shit had dropped. They're like, nah, we haven't seen Endgame yet. I'm like, what? Bruh, it's been 6 months, because I was talking about it. He was like, yo, spoilers. I'm like, dog, it's been
That's
so
your own
long.
fault at that
But
point.
he was like,
Yeah,
no,
6
you don't
months.
understand. We got a kid. I'm like, nah, man, no excuses.
Start him young.
Yeah.
No, but look, now that I got babies and it took me forever to get around to watching movies, I literally texted him. I was like, hey, man, I apologize. I understand now.
Good on you.
So
Okay. Now you have kids, you get it. I see that now.
I don't spoil things, but I also don't care. I be like, wait, what happened? Are you gonna watch it? Yeah. Then just watch it. No, tell me. I'm not gonna watch it yet. Just tell me. I
My
don't care.
sister is the complete opposite. She is terrible with that. Like, she'll be like, have you seen the show? And I'll be like, no, I want to watch it though. She's like, okay, so this happens and then this happens and this. I'm like, wait, don't tell me the ending because I'm gonna watch it. She's like, okay, but Loki, this happens at the end. I'm like, she just said that to me yesterday about a movie called Killing of the Sacred Deer. She told me the whole thing.
Wait, does the deer die? Fuck.
Basically, I was like, why? I can't even watch
Come
it.
on, why would you do that?
It's so rude. And we live together, so I'm like, you couldn't just wait for me to get home to pop that shit on.
Man, when somebody told me how Titanic ended, your boy was
That
livid.
came out in like 1999.
I was like, wait, the boat does what?
Okay,
Come on.
you're so annoying. I was literally rooting for you on that. Oh, that movie.
I got just more logistic questions now that I have you here. I'm so curious, right?
Okay.
It's little shit. Not. Do you have like an NDA on anything or?
No.
Now everybody been spilling beans,
Okay.
man.
So we did, in a sense, people were angry. So a lot of people were spilling beans. A lot of people were like trying to sue.
Angry about what?
We just about like not winning and about like the conditions we were in. But I didn't necessarily, like at first I was a little upset because, you got that, you're raw. You're like, damn, I just lost.
Okay.
And you start just thinking of like, well, they did this to me, they did this. They were taking care of 456 people. We had a hotel,
Okay.
We did sign something basically saying that we can't follow each other on Instagram after the show. We can't talk about it. We can't post about it, which I was okay with.
You can't follow each other
On
at
Instagram
all?
until after the show aired.
Oh,
which,
okay. Okay.
I guess there's like a logic to that, whatever.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so there was something that we signed, but I wasn't as upset after I got home. Like once I got home, I was like, okay, well, the room that we were playing in was really cold, but $4.56 million. We
Right.
didn't eat the best food, but $4.56 million.
Mhm.
Like it was all these things that came into play where it's just like, yo, it's not gonna be an easy ride. Because I
Right.
watch a lot of game shows myself,
Okay.
like The Challenge, Survivor, things
Mhm.
like that. Shit you can't even eat on Survivor. You're eating rice and coconut.
Yeah, motherfuckers literally starve.
You see how they look when they first come on and when they get
Yeah.
off. They like lose like 15s of pounds. So
And did y'all not watch Squid Game?
yes.
it was not a luxury
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah. But I will say the age range was it was just like people who were like 20 to like 60.
Yeah.
So everyone has different health condition. Everyone's function's different. So, some people probably were affected. I'm a healthy person. So I was okay with the food. It did kind of suck, but
What was the food?
when we were in the hotel, we were eating shit like vegetable stew, which some people like, cool, whatever. Like just some pretty foul stuff. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, is this what the UK is about?
Oh, it was filmed in the UK.
Yeah.
That was my next question.
It was in the UK, yes.
Okay, what part?
Oh, they don't have good food
I think it was like
anywhere.
No, that's
mean-
what someone was telling me. But this other girl, some of the cast were from the UK, so like, yo, don't let this represent us. We eat better than this. And I was like,
Debatable.
Don't let this represent us.
They was slurping it.
It's a
down.
little worse when you go outside the hotel.
But it was
UK people
funny.
are like, this is amazing. Vegetable stew.
They were slurping it down though, so that's why I was a little confused. I was like, who's lying? Who's lying? Some people are like, no, it's because they're trying to continue on, like copy the real show and have you eating some pretty shitty food. And I was like, yeah, but like we gotta play right, like green light. I need to have some nourishment.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking this is what the UK is about, but I'm sorry, like hopefully not.
I mean, look, we've talked about this before on the podcast. You know, me and Rick, we've been to England. And aside from the fast food shits were popping.
Oh, yeah, fast food.
Dixie chicken popping.
Dixie's, yeah.
Fucking Nando's popping. I mean, that's started in South Africa.
This is fast food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nando's isn't fast food.
Nando's is like ish, like El Pollo Loco,
Okay,
but a little better.
I love it.
Me too. Okay. But the places they were like, yo, yeah, bruv, this shit right here was not. I tell you right now, bruv, not it.
It's not it.
Not it. It's the most loneliest time of the year. Yo, this week's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Okay, this time of the year can be a lot, and it's natural to feel some sadness or anxiety around this season, okay? But sometimes add a little something new to your life, and it can counteract some of those feelings, okay? And I know sometimes we just need someone to talk to, someone to vent to, and that's why I F with BetterHelp, okay? Look, I think that it's important to just communicate your feelings, you know? Even if you don't feel like you, quote-unquote, need therapy, we need to just get it out, you know? So if you're thinking of starting therapy, you should give BetterHelp a try, all right? It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge, okay? Look, therapy can be a bright spot amidst all of that stress and change of the new year. You just gotta talk to somebody. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/NC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/NC.
No, I got to talk to some people who were from the UK and they were asking us, we were comparing foods.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what's your favorite snack? I was like, I love a grilled cheese. And they go like, I remember she's like, what's a grilled cheese? And I was like, it's what it sounds like. And she was like, so you just put cheese on a pan and you grill it? And I was like, no, love, it's bread. Oh, she's like, no, it's cheese toast. And I was like, no, it's not. It's grilled cheese.
It's a motherfucking grilled cheese, bitch.
She's like, it's cheese toast. I was like, if you say cheese toast, which granted does sound pretty dank, but it's not a grilled cheese.
Right.
Cheese toast sounds like one bread, one cheese.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. And so I asked her, I was like, what's your go-to snack? She's like, beans on toast. I was like, beans on top of bread. And she's like, yeah. And she kind of like joked me like, exactly what it sounds like. And I was like, that sounds soggy as hell. Like, you just eating bread soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be fair, it's called a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes, okay.
We just shortened it to grilled cheese. So it is what it sounds like.
This is true. Thank you for that.
And look to my Brits out there. When I get down on some like pork and beans, I fuck with it on some toast. I'll put that shit on a piece of bread. I don't mind a little soggy situation sometimes. All right.
Hey, no, it's not bad.
Ew.
Having it be your go-to
That sounds terrible.
is the issue.
Having it be your go-to. Yeah.
So have you had an English breakfast? This is a very divisive topic.
English breakfast. You know what? Is that like an actual situation
It's
that
an
you?
actual situation, not just breakfast in England.
Oh, I know they had like these weird sausages.
Yeah.
And let me just say, shout out England. I love being out there. I'm not trying to talk shit.
I love England too.
I love England.
Yes.
You know, I watch too much Love Island. Whatever. I need to explore your food more. That's it.
I think we do too, to be honest.
Yeah.
No harm.
I would like to, because I mean there are some fat people out there. So something must be good.
Oh,
They found it.
we'll figure it out. Let's report back a year from today. We gotta.
100%.
Let's move me to England for a year and see if I lose crazy weight because this food sucks. If I maintain my fat, that means there's some good shit out
All
there.
right,
Okay,
I'm
let's
not
do it.
mad. I'm not mad at
That
that.
writing.
You know what? We might be able to do that, man.
I do want to go back though.
Yeah, I look
Yeah.
because as much shit as we talk about England food, I feel like we might have been subject because we've only been a handful of times, couple times.
Yeah.
So I feel like motherfuckers come out here sometimes and you feel pressure to only give them the known shit.
traditional.
Or, yeah. So I can understand maybe
We didn't find
Let's
no
go
like
to
the hole in
Chick-fil-A.
the wall.
We didn't get
the
to really
local
dig in,
spots and shit
right?
like that,
Yeah.
Because fucking even Keith Lee came to LA and said there was no good food out here.
Hey man.
Well, I feel like
At
you have
first.
to know, like you say,
Yeah.
you have to know
Yeah.
someone.
At first he said that.
Yeah.
I'm glad he recanted.
Yeah.
But I would tell you, okay, so
But that's the opposite though. He went on his own out here.
Mm.
Then people told him where to go.
Mm.
When we was there, people told us
Yeah.
what to eat. So I was like,
You just gotta go back. I would like to go back, like maybe having a friend out there and be like, yo, just show me the
Yeah.
hot spots. I'm not trying to use Google Maps. I'm not
Right.
trying to Yelp. I need to know.
Exactly.
Because I would do that for my people if they came to visit me.
100%.
I know the little spots.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about the little spots. I like to give a nice little mix of, the known shit and the little
yeah.
shit.
All right, here's what we do. Let's go to London,
Mm-hmm.
but Airbnb, no hotel.
Oh.
Because it's in a residential neighborhood.
Okay.
The closest food may be the food that the people eat. Not the
Facts.
touristy shit that's in
Yeah.
their hotels.
Okay.
That's very true. That's
Right.
very true. Because I know
What
would
y'all
you say
doing
the
tomorrow?
touristy spot is out here, like Hollywood Boulevard, probably.
Right.
And what do they have on there? They got like Mel's Drive-In, or
Yeah.
they got McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a favorite restaurant in Hollywood.
In Hollywood?
Oh, Palms.
I mean, yeah, Palms is like a Thai food spot we used to always go to.
I love Thai food. I gotta try that then.
Oh, did you know I'm a Thai boy?
Well, now I know.
Well,
I'm a Thai boy. Why'd you say it like?
well, because at first I was like, I'm a Thai, and but I just in case there was any misunderstanding, like I'm not like a Thai. I'm a Thai.
Thank you for that. Because you can represent yourself. You can be he,
Anything you
he,
want.
her, she, them, and then you could be a Thai too.
What
So you
are
have
what
to clarify.
what are you? For those of you who are curious.
I'm a Thai. No, I'm she, her.
No.
No, ethnicity, girl.
Oh, well, I guess
Oh.
we
Yeah.
can't assume.
Yeah, I guess
We
hey,
can't
who
assume,
knew
yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am Puerto Rican, Black, French, Native American. My mom is Puerto Rican, Black, Native American. My dad is French and Black.
Okay.
But he looks like Antonio Banderas.
Mm.
That- I was about to say, oh, they Puerto Rican. Okay, mate. Oh, no. That's not the Puerto Rican
No, it's
side.
my mom's side. But my dad, he does kind of give like that
Oh,
vibe,
yeah.
right?
100%.
Especially when he had that ponytail.
Yeah.
Slicking that shit back.
Her dad is Chico DeBarge.
Chico.
L.
L DeBarge. I said Chico. No, I said that only because
Because the song.
No, because so no, I had this in my head to bring up. There was speaking of DeBarge.
Yeah, redeem your.
I had this in my head to bring up. There's an episode of Wildin' Out where on the back of my shirt I put Chino de Bars, and
That's clever.
thank you.
That's clever.
And recently, someone tagged me in a fucking TikTok where they're showing Matt Rife talking to Zendaya, right?
Okay.
And they're like, even Chino de Barra said blah 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 blah, and I'm like, that is not my fucking what the fuck.
God, Tim, that's so
Yes,
good.
but your dad is El DeBarge. I knew that.
Yes,
I knew
my
that.
uncle is Chico, but I love him all, so whatever. My dad is Eldra. He's the one with the ponytail. That's
Word.
Well, they all have ponytails, honestly. When he finally cut it off, I was like, thank you. Like, it's over.
Got the little suave now.
Yeah, he's a little Chico.
Where you from originally?
I'm from here. I was born in Bakersfield.
Oh.
But I like moved here when I was like 4. I grew up in the Valley, so I am a Valley girl.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry, but
Don't apologize, girl. Rep that shit.
I'm from
Nothing
LA.
wrong with that.
This time I'm from LA. I haven't really been anywhere else. But I love LA. You know, I don't think it's my forever home, but this is where I'm from. I love the city.
You don't think it's your forever home? Why?
Sometimes, just because, I'm still young. I'm 26. I want to dabble in other places. Like, maybe live in New York for a year.
I feel it.
But this will always be my home. So it could end up being my forever home. But I just want to venture out, see what else there is out there.
So
I see you being a New York girl.
you could totally be in New York.
Yeah.
People say that. I'm just like, I don't think I understand. Like, that's kind of a compliment because New York scares me. I've been there a couple times.
You ain't gotta be
But
scared.
no one's ever been like, I feel like New York has such this stigma to it where it's like, oh, everybody's an asshole. Like, what are you doing, you douchebag? I'm walking here. Like,
But
I
they're
don't
nice
get it.
assholes.
They
I heard a
I respect their opinions.
look, I heard this metaphor on TikTok, which actually, even though I was kind of like about it, it did make sense.
Okay.
Where it was saying that people in LA are nice, but they're not necessarily kind. And people in New York are not nice, but they're kind.
Yeah.
Where someone in New York will be like you might have a flat tire and someone will be like, what the fuck? What are you fucking idiot? And help you change your tire. Where in LA, they'll be like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. Keep driving.
Take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel
Yeah.
for this guy's tires fine.
It's
No, I've
definitely
heard that.
difference. Yeah. I realized that, well, not that, but something along those lines when I was in New York and I walked past these two people that was cussing each other the fuck out. But then they just like kept walking. I was like, if you would have said that shit to somebody in LA, there's no way y'all are walking away. That's a fucking fight.
Mm-hmm.
But in LA, nobody would talk to other people like that.
100%.
So it's like,
No one would even talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, I'm about my peace. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
heard something similar to what you were saying. It was like, yeah, I gotta remember, but it was something along the lines like in LA, people will be nice to your face. It's a little more like less cool.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like, oh, they'll be nice to your face, but they'll talk shit behind your back. Like in New York, they'll talk shit to your face, but they like you low key. But you know that they like you. They'll just be like, yo, what are you wearing? Like, why you pull your skirt down or shit like that? I don't know. That's what I
pull
don't
your
know.
skirt.
I don't know. I do wear short skirts though.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Just shit like that. And that's why I'm just like, you know, people are like, oh, you gotta have thick skin to go to New York. The times I've been, I had a great time.
New York is great.
I love New York. I used to say, you know, when my only experience in New York was like Times Square and shit, I used to say, oh, I could never live out here. Way too much going on for me.
Yeah.
Pero when I actually got a chance to really be out there in like Brooklyn, like live in
Yeah.
Brooklyn for like 3 weeks for like wilding out shit or like really explore like Queens and shit, then I was like, okay, this isn't just Times Square. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This
Yeah.
is way different.
Yeah.
I can vibe with this.
Yeah.
That's crazy because it's the same for me. I went to when the first time I went, I think I was 16,
Mhm.
and it was very touristy. It was
Mhm.
very for myself. I was a tourist.
Mhm.
Like we went to Times Square. I bought weed off a homeless guy. I was like, "Where do you get weed?" Like you just gotta walk around and ask people. And I was like, "Yo, that's nuts." The first person I asked, I got weed. But you know, I didn't have anybody out there to like kind of give me the ropes or show me like
Yeah.
the shit. Now my sister's out there back to back. And so she knows it now. So she's like, oh, let's go. We went to Broadway, which is still touristy, but she took me everywhere and it was great. And, you know, I don't drive. So that subway life is just
Perfect.
natural to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, I could see myself really vibing out here in the city.
Mhm.
I was told a couple times not to tell people I'm from LA.
Mhm.
I told like a bouncer, he was like, stop saying that. He was letting me in for free too. I was like, he's like, you from here? I'm like, no, I'm from LA. He's like, do you want to get in for free? And I was like, oh, I'm from
Nah,
I'm not from here.
flirt.
It is just, but I don't know. I want to go back soon. I love it out there.
I make sure I wear LA shit whenever I'm in New York.
Same.
I got a Laker hat, a Dodger hat, something.
You got one on right now?
Yeah, nah, you do. Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
represent.
But
Me too.
I love New York. The only reasons I couldn't live there, the seasons, they have actual ones.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah.
You snow? Get the fuck out of face. And even in Brooklyn and all of that shit, the accommodations are so cramped.
Mm.
Everybody's apartment is just
Oh.
tiny. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. For the same rent you paying here.
I
I'm
noticed
like,
that too.
nah.
I remember we were filming Wildin' Out, and fucking Carlos was complaining about how small the hotel rooms are, right?
Mm.
And he's like, now I know Dope Boy in there. He's probably got one leg in the shower, one leg on the bed.
Oh, wait, where do you guys
fucked up.
film? Where is it filmed?
It was when we were in New York, we were filming around Times Square at one
Okay.
point, so rooms were super tiny, you know
Of
what I'm saying?
course,
Of
yeah.
course. But when we started filming in Brooklyn, it was different. We actually had like little low-key suites. It was dope. It's just so completely different once you go outside the touristy area, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? That when I was, this reminds me of something about being in England. When I was out there, There were no toilet seat covers. Have you noticed that? They don't have
That-
like toilet seat covers.
That's not just England. If you go to like fucking like, I don't know, like Chicago, different cities in the United States,
Really?
they don't be doing toilet seat covers.
No,
Well,
let me-
Chicago
I
got those.
Oh, the airport. You're completely right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it backwards. They had Excel toilet seat covers.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that kind of rotates.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Like,
I don't trust that one.
Yeah.
It's like, is it just the same?
Because there ain't no way this shit like it's like recycled.
Yeah.
The technology
Like,
is
is
not
there
that great.
hands
Yeah.
inside?
I'm the type of girl that like I put 2 or 3 layers.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know whose booty been on this, but I was out there and I was like, I remember asking someone, they're just, I don't think they were like, what is that? But they were more so just like, no, we don't have that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but when I was out there, I was squatting the whole time. I was like, I'm not putting my
Oh, squat expert over here.
Oh my.
Wow. That explains
Now
a
we
lot.
get it.
That explains probably why I was able to hold that for so long.
Yeah, she was like, wait, we still in England? Let me hold this right here.
I did not even think about that. Wow. You heard it here. You heard it live here.
Oh, man.
Well, shit, I think we'll end it right there, man. That was great. Where can they find you if they fuck with you and want to just see more of you?
Instagram. I'm trying to get to know TikTok. I don't know. I just have such a big personality. I feel like I should be on TikTok, but that shit's hard. I can't keep up with like the dances and stuff.
Force her to figure out TikTok. I was trying to hire you to be our goody TikTok person.
No way.
I told you that.
Hired me.
I told you that.
I didn't remember that.
And you're like, I don't really know it.
But
Like,
if it's for work, I'm gonna dive in.
Yeah.
Like I
well,
will.
it's too late now. We broke. You can.
Hey, make sure you go to goodybrand.com, pick something up too, by the way. Also, hey, you killed your first podcast experience. It was
Yeah.
great. You did
Really
a
good.
great job.
This was fun. Maybe it was the.
Maybe.
What is this even called? This is how you know that I'm not. My bank ain't that big. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Hey, they done rose the prices too, bro. When I was first buying these shits,
You did it.
120. I did do it. Motherfuckers don't want to believe that, but I did it. Now it's 180 for one of these. It was 120 when I first started buying them shits. Anyways,
It's smooth.
hey, follow her on everything. What's the Instagram?
Drugstore.cowgirl.
Okay.
But the girl is spelled GURL because I'm different.
She's unique. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching another episode of No Chaser Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
Bye.